Hi, it's Elena of Financialdemics, where I give you the tips and tools to manage your money, increase your savings and your income, and decrease your debt. And I'm giving you an update on the federal student loan payments and interest. Okay, so really quickly, if you saw my last video, I talked about that the federal student loan payments and interest were going to start back up on January 1st, 2021. And the only way that it would be stopped is if something was done in December. And it was kind of up in the air because we are changing leadership. As I told you before, Democrats and Republicans are always fussing and fighting about things and not necessarily putting the people first. But Betsy DeVos, which I hope I pronounced her name right, it may be DeVos, but I'm going to say DeVos, actually extended the suspension of student loan payments and interest on Friday. So she extended it through July 31st, 2021. That should give it enough time for our leadership to get it together and hopefully put in another extension, especially with the number of people who are out of work due to our current situation going on here in the United States. So with that extension, it is similar to the previous extension that we were granted back in August, where you still don't have to make any student loan payments and there is no interest being charged on your federal student loans. And as before, these $0 payments will still count towards if you're in a forgiveness program, if you're trying to get out of default, or you're required to make payments through your income-based repayment program. If your income is still consistent and the same as it was before March, then if you have not saved up your emergency fund yet, I think this is a good time to fully fund your emergency fund, saying that we've been in this situation for about 9 months. And typically I say the minimum is 6 months of an emergency fund, but as we can see, we do need a little bit more just depending on what is happening in the world. So if you decided to save a little more, I think this would be a good time to do that. It's also a good time to pay off debt if you do have a funded emergency fund, especially if you have a lot of consumer debt. Remember, that is money that is leaving your household every month. So if your savings is looking good and you're comfortable with it, it's a good time to reduce that amount of money that flows out of your household monthly. And then also it's a great time to get a month ahead of your bills. I talked about this in a previous video, so I will link that video here. And it's also a good time to kind of plan out paying off your student loans if that is something that you have the goal to do. What you could do is, if you've been saving those payments, that is money that you can just continually save for now. And then when we get back to the point where they're accepting payments on student loans, you can go ahead and make a large payment on your student loan, especially if you owe over $10,000, which we talked about this $10,000 student loan forgiveness that may occur. I will link that video also. Now, if you got all of that together, you know, your savings is looking good, your debt is low or almost non-existent, then I think you should use that savings to either put towards investing in the stock market or trading, or even possibly investing in a whole nother income stream, because as we clearly can see, you need more than one stream of income. So let me know in the comments below, what are you going to do with the money that you're saving from not making these student loan payments, especially over the next 2 months. I don't want us to get comfortable with this at this point, so we definitely need a plan, and we can't just use the money, spending it all nilly-willy on other things. If you are still here, then go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I talk all about the foundations of personal finance and increasing your streams of income. And I'll see you next time with an all new video.